Ever laugh so hard mid-Zoom you hit leave meeting by accident?
Yeah, that's today's energy level.
Full send foolish joy.
People say laughter is the best medicine, but they never tell you the dosage. So welcome.
You're about to overdose on happiness.
Quick survey. Who here tried meditation and got more stressed trying to relax?
Same. I sat there thinking, am I doing this calmly enough?
That's when I realized I needed a laughter-based exorcism.
You don't have to cross your legs. This isn't yoga, unless your laughter stretches places you forgot existed.
Just keep your face somewhere between innocent and suspicious.
Perfect. Last week, I laughed so hard I pulled an ab muscle.
My doctor said, "Sir, that's the healthiest injury I've ever seen."
So tonight, we're chasing that. Not enlightenment, just ab-lightenment.
If your neighbor hears this session and calls the cops,
tell them, "It's fine, officer. I'm committing joy crimes."
Because right now, your only job is to let the next laugh hit before the thought does.
If a thought catches you,
tickle it back. Welcome to the morphic comedy experiment.
You survive by laughing louder than your problems.
Isn't it wild how our brains treat a notification ping like foreplay? Ding, and suddenly we're emotionally available again. They say technology killed romance, but my phone still whispers sweet nothings like, "Low battery, plug me in." Honestly, that's the most honest relationship I've ever had.
You ever text someone, "haha," then spend 10 minutes wondering if it sounded too desperate?
Bro, it's 2 letters. You just performed emotional Cirque du Soleil.
Dating apps are chaos.
I matched with a yoga teacher who said she only dates people aligned with her chakras. I said, "Cool.
Mine are slightly drunk but enthusiastic." She unmatched.
One girl told me she's into crystals. I thought she meant meth, so I showed up with enthusiasm and bad choices.
She meant rose quartz.
Now I meditate every night holding it, waiting for it to text back.
Confidence is just socially accepted delusion. The trick is to sell it like an NFT.
Convince everyone it's priceless, even when it's mostly imagination.
Remember when we thought adulthood meant knowing stuff?
Turns out it's just pretending not to panic while Googling how long chicken lasts in the fridge.
I once Googled how to be mysterious, and Google said,
"Did you mean anxious?" Same thing, honestly.
So here's the deal. Tonight, no filters, no fake calm.
We're not meditating, we're detonating. Laugh so hard your anxieties file for unemployment.
Ever notice every life coach on Instagram
looks like they're being held hostage by their own ring light?
Blink twice if your crystals have taken control. I tried affirmations once.
Stood in the mirror, whispered, "You are confident. You are powerful."
And the mirror said, "Stop lying, Steve."
Honestly, my reflection has better comic timing than me.
They say face your fears.
So I opened my bank app. I've never slammed a phone shut so fast in my life.
Confidence is a weird drug. One moment you're smooth,
next moment you call the barista babe and immediately apologize to the espresso machine.
I once went to a silent retreat.
You think it's peaceful until your stomach growls loud enough to get its own TED Talk.
The guy next to me wrote on his little notepad, "Nice solo."
By day 2, I was whisper laughing like a spy on mushrooms.
I swear, enlightenment is just laughing at yourself until the universe joins in.
That's how God invented irony and dating.
You ever ever fall for someone so hard you start Googling symptoms of being possessed? Yeah, love's basically a haunting with better lighting. Maybe the real spiritual awakening is realizing we're all hot messes trying to look profound on the internet, and that's okay. Chaos is sexy. So here's the mantra for the night. Laugh at your drama before it auditions for Netflix. You're the lead, baby. Make the bloopers worth it. Thanks. You ever wake up, check your phone, and your screen time says 11 hours? I'm like, wow, apparently I have a PhD in avoidance. I tell people I meditate. I do, but it's mostly staring at my fridge light like it's the northern lights of self-control. Attention span today? Shorter than a TikTok apology video. I open one app and suddenly I'm in a documentary about otters that do yoga. My brain's basically a golden retriever wearing lingerie. Excited, distracted, but at least it looks enthusiastic. I tried focus music. 5 minutes in, the lady whispered, "You are calm." And my ADHD said, "Challenge accepted." Now I'm reorganizing my spice rack by emotional trauma. They say the secret to concentration is removing temptation. Cool. So who's volunteering to uninstall my ex? Actually, keep her. She's great for plot development. Smirk. Maybe focus isn't about holding still. Maybe it's flirting with chaos and calling it multitasking. That's my mantra. I'm not distracted. I'm diversely interested. Look, our minds are like puppies. They pee on the carpet, but they're cute, so we forgive them. Same with our thoughts. Pat them, clean up, move on. So tonight, if your attention wanders, follow it. It might be trying to show you something fun. You're not losing focus. You're gaining possibilities. Smile. Ever flirt so badly you impressed yourself with the failure? I once winked at a stranger and accidentally sneezed. That's not game. That's pollen lust. Modern dating is cardio for the soul. Swipe, sweat, repeat. You don't find love. You develop thumb abs. I matched with someone who said, looking for good vibes only. Babe, I am a good vibe, with Wi-Fi issues. She told me she liked confidence. I said, same. Then I tripped over a chair and bowed like it was choreography. Seduction today is just sending memes until one lands emotionally. Forget poetry. My love language is perfectly timed stupidity. They say laughter burns calories. Cool, because this conversation is basically foreplay for your diaphragm. Sometimes attraction's just two traumas winking at each other from across the room. The trick is to giggle while you heal. Smirk. Repeat after me. I am hot. I am hilarious. And slightly unhinged, but in an adorable way. Good. Confidence restored. Thirst level acceptable. Love, lust, laughter. They all start with the same letter for a reason. They're supposed to make your heart mispronounce itself. You ever realize your inner voice sounds like a drunk life coach? Mine goes, "You're doing amazing, sweetie," right before I spill coffee on my goals. They say, find yourself. I did. She was napping and mad I woke her up. My therapist asked who I want to be in 5 years. I said, alive, moisturized, and probably over this phase. I used to chase perfection. Then perfection filed a restraining order. Now I flirt with progress. It's way more forgiving. Ego's funny. It wants applause for existing. I told mine, you're not special, you're Wi-Fi. Sometimes strong, sometimes non-existent. It disconnected immediately. Identity is just cosplay with better lighting. The secret? Pick the costume that laughs back. You know, growth is real when the things that used to embarrass you now feel like character development. Congratulations, you're a tragic comedy with abs. Every version of you still exists. Shy you, bold you, chaotic you. Tonight, let the fun one drive. The others can sit in the back judging silently. So here's the new identity. Confident, ridiculous, emotionally hydrated. The kind of person who can turn pain into punchlines and still look good doing it. Ever catch yourself flirting with your own reflection? Like, damn, who raised you, mirrors? I winked at myself once, missed, and fell in love with the confidence. They say self-love is the key. Cool, mine keeps jiggling the wrong door. Picture this. You're getting ready for a date. Music playing, mirror glowing. You say, we got this. Your reflection nods like a hype man from another dimension. That's not vanity. That's teamwork. Halfway through eyeliner or beard trim, your brain whispers, maybe I'm the reward. And suddenly the mirror blushes. That's the moment you realize self-confidence is just foreplay for destiny. I told my reflection, you complete me. It said, therapy's that way. Even my mirror throws shade. But somewhere between the jokes and the glitter, you see it. The version of you that isn't tired of trying. The one that laughs mid-breakdown and still looks hot doing it. Every scar is just an autograph from survival. Sign it with lipstick, autograph it with laughter. You don't need validation. You need better lighting. And tonight, joy's the ring light. So toast your reflection. Flirt with your flaws. Because when you finally laugh at the person in the mirror, that's not ego, baby. That's enlightenment in eyeliner. Ever wonder if the universe has a sense of humor? Look at giraffes. That's proof God doodles when bored. I asked the stars for a sign. They sent me my ex's playlist on shuffle. Cosmic comedy. Mercury must be in pettigrade. They say everything happens for a reason. Yeah, usually that reason is because I made a weird decision at 2 a.m. Energy can't be destroyed, but it can flirt. That's what lightning is. Sky foreplay. One night, I tried manifesting abundance. Instead, DoorDash delivered fries I didn't order. Universe said, start small, champ. So, I manifested ketchup. Maybe enlightenment isn't golden light. Maybe it's realizing chaos is bilingual and still chooses to joke in your language. Smirk. Laughter's just prayer with better rhythm. Every giggle is a wish wearing glitter sneakers. So, if you're glowing right now, that's not sweat. That's divine mischief leaking out. Remember, the universe started with one loud laugh called the Big Bang. You're just carrying on tradition. Okay, deep breath. No, not that deep. This isn't yoga porn. Though if it was, we'd all be more flexible spiritually and physically. People say laughter is contagious. Good. I'm patient zero. Sneezing joy all over your dopamine receptors. You ever laugh so hard you accidentally summon childhood trauma? Yeah, that's healing with a plot twist. They told me to find my inner child. So I took him to a comedy club and bought him tequila. He's doing great. Endorphins kicking in? Perfect. That's your body's way of saying, who needs therapy when you can giggle in surround sound? Remember Block 3's forbidden taco story? Yeah, now it's ascended. It's a sacred burrito of enlightenment. Scientists say laughter increases oxygen flow. Translation: every joke here is basically cardio. Congratulations, you've just burned 200 spiritual calories. Oxytocin's firing. Feel that warmth? That's your brain cuddling itself. If it lasts more than 4 hours, call your soulmate. Ever notice how enlightenment and insanity are separated by a single punchline? Boom. Welcome to Nirvana. You're laughing, breathing, vibrating. This is dopamine doing donuts in your skull. Serotonin's like, bro, tag me in. Endorphins yell, shotgun, and cortisol just rage quits. Yeah, that's it. Stay in that afterglow. Your molecules are smiling. Your atoms just high-fived. Remember this feeling, because the world's still weird, but you're funnier now. And that's real enlightenment. Final. Whew. Wow. You survived the dopamine demolition derby. Your cheeks hurt, your abs think you just did Pilates, and your brain is floating in a jacuzzi made of pure serotonin. Feels good, doesn't it? Like the universe just told you a dirty joke and winked. Take that breath. Yeah, the one you forgot about 10 minutes ago. Let it out slow, like you're exhaling all the stress, all the fake seriousness, all the shoulds you collected today. See? You didn't meditate. You just laughed your way into enlightenment. That's the cheat code. Your endorphins are still dancing naked with oxytocin, and cortisol's outside crying like, I'm never coming back. Remember this feeling. It's what healing actually tastes like when it's fun. You just rewired your nervous system through joy. Neuroalchemy, baby. Now, carry that smirk into your world. Smile at strangers. Confuse serious people. Giggle at your own jokes. Be the weird one. It's a superpower. And if anyone asks why you're glowing, just tell them, I went on a date with my neurotransmitters, and it got intense. Thank you for laughing with me. Thank you for being human, beautifully ridiculous, gloriously alive. Stay in that buzz. Let the joy echo in your chest. And if you ever forget how to feel good, remember, the password is ha.